Their aura is unequal.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, let's do it. Or whatever. And make it a little more raspy, and I follow directions.
Their contents are legendary.
In fact, that little sheet you see is his concept drawing.
Their attitude is embraced. Tune in to one of the most up and rising kaiju-sized groups within our community. So go ahead and watch all of their creative content, including that of the Raw Attitude live interview, where they have special guests ranging from actors, directors, toy creators, artists, and many, many more. You can also find them on multiple of other social media platforms, ranging from Instagram, TikTok, X, Facebook. You could even sit back and watch your favorite classic monster movie and even watch us go through one of the most iconic games on Twitch. Featuring your hosts, Eric Stolp, Adrian Settle, Joe Myers, Samson West, Jordan Adorno. They are the Monsters with Attitude.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Raw, where I am your host with the most, Joe Myers, head of the table, the one that is married to Kaiju. Acknowledge me. Just kidding. And joined with me, as always, are my brothers from other mothers. Eric wishes he was the OTC.
Yeah.
The weakest beard. Big Kaiju himself. Eric Stolp. It's like stop with an L. What's going on, my brother?
Oh, very good. It's been, even with Godzilla Day last week and all the stuff that was announced, I mean, we are still getting a plethora of announcements and releases. So we keep saying this. It's a good time to be a Kaiju fan, Godzilla fan. It's great. Our wallets hate it, but we love it. So let's just keep it rolling. But yeah, a lot of great stuff to talk about.
Yeah. Adrian, what's going on, dude? How are you?
I'm doing all right, Joe. Thank you for asking. It's been very, very expensive November already.
Yes. Well, for you especially, because side note, congratulations, you just moved into your new house finally after months and months of delays and shit like that. So it's been an extra special. We bought Godzilla plastic dinosaur figures. You went and bought a freaking house. So it's been a very expensive week for you.
And I still have more shit to buy, sadly.
Okay.
Right.
Never ends.
So basically the point of us doing this, we're going to a weekly show on Sundays, it's looking like, where we just kind of want to do a little bit of news roundup, maybe hit on some topics of things that have happened over the past week in the God fandom, maybe even some adjacent stuff, like maybe we'll hit on some wrestling points, Marvel things, the superheroes, things of that nature, and just kind of want to chit chat about it, not necessarily direct 3-4 hour shows directed to these points, but touch on them and stuff. Before, let's say hello to Oscar, buddy, how are you?
Oscar.
Leslie, he says, hey, look, it's Hannibal Face and BA. Eric and Joe can explain it to Adrian later. Yeah.
We will. We will.
And by the Leslie, not a bad idea at all of what you sent. I've just been very busy today. Haven't had a chance to respond, but very good idea.
Yeah, we'll definitely think of something with that. So
for sure. So all right, let's get into it. Who has some topics? Adrian, you want to throw something out first?
Actually, I'll let Eric go first. Maybe on mine for a little bit.
Okay. So we kind of talked about this a little bit.
Sorry, I was talking to Mel. I forgot to mute myself. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? In the big long chug, I was like, what did you say?
Right?
But,
The wife. That's what I always do. Blame the wife.
So obviously, we know Godzilla Day was last weekend on Sunday. We had our big super show for it and everything like that. I think we touched on this a little bit, but I kind of wanted to touch on it a little bit more, and maybe it kind of got mixed and lost with the shuffle and everything like that. But I just kind of wanted to talk about this. So obviously, there was the new Bandai voting that happened a couple months ago and everything, and they revealed the winner for the new, I guess, winner of the new release of the movie monster series Bandai, which will be the Giant Condor. I think there's mixed feelings about this, about it being the Giant Condor compared to what the other choices that are below it, honestly. And like I said, I've seen people who think that because this is the first time that they've opened the voting to international, specifically the United States, to vote on this stuff. Some people think that we did this as like as a joke to vote the Giant Condor and into getting him to be the winner kind of thing. I just want to kind of talk about this and kind of get your guys' opinions and what you think on. Do you think it was a gag? Do you think that people did this on purpose to like piss people off, or do you think just people want something of the Giant Condor because he's so obscure and such a weird little representation, or I guess kaiju, I guess you could say, in the Godzilla franchise? I'm just curious, and maybe like who do you think should have won, honestly? So whoever wants to go first, just start.
I'll tackle this first if you don't mind, Adrian.
Yeah, absolutely.
Go for it. I can see you chomping at the bit.
Yeah, like so. I actually agree. I think that some people probably did do it as a spam. I think there were probably legitimate votes. Eric, Adrian, and myself all kind of agree. We are all collectors in different varying of degrees in the sense of Eric is a little bit more specific technically than I am when it comes to collecting. Same thing with Adrian, but to where I'm kind of just like the general collector where I want anything, everything. Eric is very specific to, I want, X plus or so Fubi. It has a lot of X plus as well, things of that nature. So, but one of the things that we all agree on is that we want a representation of every creature or every Godzilla design, era, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not opposed to this. And the Giant Condor winning for that reason, because odds are we would probably never really get something. And I do think that there were probably legitimate votes based off of that, because I know that there are a lot of other collectors that are interested in having something represented in from each film of every kaiju and everything. But I'm sorry, I just can't buy that the Giant Condor won legitimately and not people just being like, oh, I'm going to vote for the Giant Condor because that's going to be funny. How does the Giant Condor beat out the crystal form Space Godzilla or destroy, or I'm sorry, or Eternal Mothra? Like, I'm sorry. Out of the 10 that are in this list, there is no way that you'll convince me that was number 1 and not number 10. Do I think that maybe some of the funny votes could have pushed it up to maybe spot 9 or 8? Sure. But to do number 1, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not buying it. I think that it was a funny thing. And to have some further evidence of some election fraud, if you will, the look at the guy who specifically did a negative review of Godzilla -1 just out of spite. For like, I think it was for Rotten Tomatoes or something of that nature, to where it stopped it from being certified, her having 100% positive feedback type of thing. Yeah, I don't remember what site or what, who the guy was, because it was some fucking jabroni just trying to be an asshole for the sake of being an asshole. Yep. So it's like, yeah, there are people out there that will vote based off a joke or just purposely vote because they're like, oh, I know that everyone's gonna hate it, and they for some reason like seeing people pissed off, and which is so dumb. So yeah, sorry, a little bit of a longer rant, but that's my feelings on it.
No, absolutely. I mean, that's why we're here. Honestly, like we're talking about this stuff and get opinions. But Adrian, what do you think about this?
I 100% agree with Joe. People bastard coded bastards with bastard feeling for getting the giant condor to win this. Because do I have anything against the giant condor necessarily? No, but we know good and damn well this thing had no business winning whatsoever, especially over Crystal Space Godzilla. And Jordan has been ripping and running all year long, pissed off that we haven't got anything for King Caesar either. There's no way Giant Condor should be anything on this list. Even the Dorat, no. Oh no, yeah. This is bullshit. Bullshit.
Well, so I guess I should have asked this like who we voted for. I voted for Descadora. But my number 2 was going to be Eternal Mothra, and then number 3 was Space Godzilla. Those were the top 3 that I wanted.
So I completely forgot to vote. We actually talked about this, about voting and everything like that, and I completely forgot to actually do it. But if I were to vote and stuff like that, it would have been the bottom 3: Space Godzilla flying, Desghidorah, and Eternal Mothra. Like those 3 are just great. Like we don't have anything for Space Godzilla flying form. A new Desghidorah would be kind of cool, even though we got that bigger one for like the 8-inch scale, which is great and everything like that. But let's be honest, it's kind of gone up in price and everything like that, so it's a lot harder to get for some collectors and everything. And then Eternal Mothra, we have nothing. We have nothing of Eternal Mothra. Yeah. So.
And that's actually a little surprising to me that we don't have anything Eternal Mothra, because we got those. That Bandai Rainbow Mothra Leo, and then also like the snap-on armor for Armor Mothra. And so you think that they would be able to just do another box with Mothra and just change out the wings, or just throw in another set of wings or another attachments or whatever to make it Eternal Mothra.
Yeah, it's true. That's going back to if this was a scam, I kind of see that it is, and hopefully this doesn't deter Bandai or who is responsible for making this kind of a global or international kind of voting system, and they take that voting and they make these figures. And not see it as a joke and everything like that. Now, honestly, when they did the stream, one of the hosts of the show, I think it was the Godzilla Store TV stream, one of the hosts actually voted for the Giant Condor. So I guess, some people do want a Giant Condor, but I don't feel that he should have been up there. He should have been eventual and everything like that. And especially when they do this, all these figures are usually Godzilla Store exclusives. So honestly, maybe it'll work into our advantage, where if you really don't want a Giant Condor and everything like that, and you just think that he, won because people were just trying to be funny and everything like that, it's going to be a Godzilla Store exclusive. So maybe you don't get it, you don't care, it'll be kind of more of a limited release. And then all these other ones will kind of be more of a general release, honestly. And, we'll have, more of an opportunity to get the ones that we really want. That's usually how they do it. Like they do this voting thing, but like, let's be honest, they don't do just the winner. They do like the top 5 or something like that of these guys, and we'll get them all. So who knows? We'll see.
That's Eric. We talked about that before too. And you and I both thought that Desghidorah was like number 1 or 2 in like last year or the year before's voting, but we never got it. Like, maybe somebody in the chat can correct us if we're wrong, but I know. But either way, this is at least the second time that Desghidorah has made it into this into this list. So clearly, somebody at Toho or Bandai or wherever wants to make it. So just frickin' make it.
So true. So true.
Yeah. Yeah, Thirsty Thursday says they keep putting Descadora on there and then producing a Mecha Godzilla instead. Ain't that the truth?
It's like they get it mixed up. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna do this." Oh wait, it's a
Mhm.
Mecha Godzilla again. Dang it!
Yeah, and again, it's hard because I'm not opposed to getting a giant condor because we literally don't have anything.
Yeah.
But over some of these other things, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, we've talked about this before, where we want iterations of every single thing that's been in the Godzilla franchise. Like that's fine, and we will eventually get that, and we want that. We really, really do. But there's just some needs and wants that are higher than others that we would love more than the giant condor, honestly. So
yeah. Eric, do you want to do any more from the Godzilla Day, or
yeah, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. How about somebody else do something quick so I can get and find my picture?
Yeah, I can just. I got something that'll go really, really quick. It's more of a PSA than really something to talk about long form. But for those of you that ordered the All Monsters Attack set from Mondo, you should already received the All Monsters Attack set. Mine showed up. I don't know, Monday, Tuesday. I think Eric said a day or two behind me. So if you guys have purchased those, be on the lookout for those shipping notifications. Like I said, if you haven't already got it, very, very soon. Eric, I know you bought it. Adrian, did you buy the All Monsters Attack set?
No, I didn't. I was kind of waiting for another colorway, and it's not my favorite movie anyways, but I'm trying to see if there's another colorway that might catch my eye.
Yeah, right on. I say we take a quick vote to eliminate Jordan.
Joe can't resist the peck of love.
That's so funny.
I'm sorry, what's the topic right now?
Thursday is bringing up a good point here. He goes, we have more giant condors than flying space Gs. We have the Iwakura blind box figure, the YMSF, Sofubi, and Battle Cat for the Condor. That is very true. I'll be honest, I know this probably isn't fair to say. Consider the bottle caps like representations just because they're so small. Like I guess I don't know. To me, like I always kind of look at representation as more of like Bandai or X Plus, just because I think those are the two kind of big ones. But you're 1,000% right. So, you still need a minute, Eric?
Yeah, Jordan, why don't you answer the question? We're just talking about the voting for the Bandai. About what our thoughts were with the giant condor at winning. What do you think? It was more of a funny kind of joke that was played, especially with this being the first time that international fans were able to vote and stuff like that for the Bandai and stuff? And do you feel that he should have won, or who else would you thought would have won, or would you have liked to win before the giant condor?
I've been waiting for this moment my entire life.
That's so funny.
This I'm gonna be honest. This is you guys bringing that up. That was the first time I've heard about it. That it was supposedly this gag that the international audience were trying to aim for. And if it was, then that's truth be told, it's comedic, but it's still bullshit. You guys come on. I mean, obviously, my vote, the moment the word got out that we were given an option to vote for this, went straight to King Caesar. But even if Caesar didn't win, I wouldn't have mind anything between a Dorat, Flying Space Godzilla, Eternal Mothra. Hell, even a Descadora, because I mean, I just out of curiosity, I would love to see how that would have looked in today's age of the Bandai Movie Monster series. But Yeah, I mean, granted, I'm still going to get the giant condor only because I don't have a giant condor figure, and if this is going to be the most definitive looking giant condor in my collection, then so be it. But nonetheless, it just it mind boggles me to know that something like this was easily the first pick and the first place winner amongst all the other heavyweight contenders in this poll. Like, truth be told, I mean, if it was between this and the Dorat, I would rather the Dorat than the giant condor, if I'm gonna be honest. But even still, like, I mean, having this be overlooked by something like Space Godzilla, or Space Godzilla being overlooked by this, the Death Ghidorah, hell, even Magara and the original.
What did you just call it?
Magara.
Get the off the stream.
I always,
Magara?
so between the Showa and the Heisei, I always pronounce them differently.
Wow, never heard
So
that one.
so obviously the Mogira that we all know from Space Godzilla, I consider this something completely different.
I'm sending you a box of Hooked on Phonics for your.
All right, so for this, I'll pronounce it as Mogira for today. Would you be happy with that?
For
Joseph?
today, he goes.
For today.
Yeah. Tomorrow is gonna go right back into Magara. But no, so yeah, I mean, even that I would have preferred that over the giant condor, just because I don't want to say we don't have a lot of the Showa Mogira representation in today's era, but I mean, still. But yeah, that's my overall.
Well, at
opinion.
least with the Showa Mogira, we got a Bandai and an X Plus.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, as of right now, that there's not a lot of representation of it, and it's obviously it's a very hard, not I guess a hard thing to come by today. So again, I would have preferred that over the giant condor, but if it was a gag, then wow, I guess we fucked it up, you guys.
I do
know that when this was announced, that during the live stream on the Godzilla YouTube channel, that one of the hosts of that show voted for the giant condor.
Yep, that's what I said.
I never heard that before. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I was Joe. I looked at everybody's list. It was giant condor, Space Godzilla. I mean, not Space Godzilla. I think Mecha Godzilla had 2 votes. Eternal Mothra, which I was like, okay, let's fucking go. And then I saw the giant condor on that, and I was like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, you could have voted for anything else, but the giant condor.
Yeah. I think we're all pretty much in agreement that it just I mean, it's cool that we're finally going to get something like that from Bandai, but I don't think any of us are really. It's not or it's pre-order it and buy it right away.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'll wait till G-Fest and buy it from, Frank or whoever else has it or something, like. So, Eric, are you ready or?
Yeah. So another thing I kind of wanted to talk about. One thing is from Godzilla Day that we just kind of missed. There was a lot of stuff going on, obviously. But I just kind of wanted to point it out. I think it's really cool. And then another thing was released or announced, I think, the day after, which is kind of interesting that kind of want to talk about too. So firstly, I just kind of want to talk about the picture on my left, maybe someone else's right, of the host of the Godzilla Day holding the plushie Oxygen Destroyer, which I just think is it's so cool. Like it's so different. I mean, a plushie form of this thing is amazing, and the size it's not small. It's actually like almost 1-of-1 looking for the size of it. So that's really cool. I did see pictures of it on display also too at Godzilla Day, and I think Presto is making it, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe someone else knows more than me, but I think that's who's doing it. So we should see that soon. And then also on the right, it is the new Gigan. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen the short, this is the new upgrade version of Jet Jaguar that actually Bandai Premium is going to be releasing the newer Jet Jaguar figure with the new attachments and new pose and everything. So just kind of wanted to talk about this and get your guys' thoughts.
I like it. Between the two, I'm definitely going to aim for that plushie. Just because I feel like I have so much Jet Jaguar representation in my collection, but it's still something it's that I'm definitely gonna try to aim. But if given the option, you gotta pick one first. I'm aiming for the plushie. I love it. I remember seeing it when we were coming back from Brooklyn, both me and Michelle. That was the first thing we talked about the entire time until they revealed something new. But yeah, I wouldn't think that this would ever come to daylight. So that's pretty cool.
Adrian, what are you thinking?
So I did find a little bit more information on it for us. It's actually by Premium Bandai. Is going to be releasing this.
Okay.
I just found a few stores on it. It looks like it's about to be like $70, $80. But honestly, I'm probably gonna get this big son of a bitch. So, I mean, it's like you said, it's a one of one auction destroyer. It's freaking awesome. Why wouldn't I get this?
Yeah.
Don't know what to do with it, but I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Put my head on it and just take a nap and never wake up.
That's an understatement.
Yeah, I mean, same. I'll get the Oxygen Destroyer. I mean, the Jet Jaguar. It's a little bit disappointing if I'm being honest, because Premium Bandai already did a Jet Jaguar set, so this essentially means that you're going to be paying $80, $90 or something just for different hand attachments, and that really seems like a waste of money just for different hands. I think it's a cool concept that Jet Jaguar can have attachments and stuff. It actually could make him interesting for the first time, but I just think it's a little pricey, probably just for different hand attachments, in my opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
So is that what it is, or so they're not two separate figures?
It might be two separate figures. I don't know.
Premium Bandai is known for giving you two figures, three figures in a box with different colors or attachments or progressions. Frames from the movie, like the from Godzilla going to Mecha Godzilla in the Godzilla suit.
Yep.
Being on fire to transitioning into Mecha Godzilla. So, I mean, who knows? It might be two figures, which I guess would make it a little bit more worthwhile. But to me, I'm like, I already bought the Premium Bandai Jet Jaguar set, so I think it came with 2 or 3. So it's like I don't really need 1 or 2 more Jet Jaguars just because of Gigan hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Some other, just another little quick PSA. If you need to find something else, Eric, I can.
Nope.
It was just these two you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I can throw up something else later if we come to it.
Okay. I just kind of another little. A few weeks ago, when we did one of these, we talked about Matt Frank's new comic Mothra, Queen of the Monsters, and some information has come out from Matt himself about the comic, which honestly, guys, I think we should have him back on to talk about it, because it's really kind of exciting that
absolutely we should.
IDW would let Matt do a miniseries, a comic again, but also just the fact that it's not based on Godzilla, right? Mothra is very popular too, but to do a miniseries just on Mothra, I think that's interesting. Well, anyways, information from Matt himself. Apparently, this new Mothra's name is going to be Mothra Gemini.
Yep.
Which is cool. Kind of follows the trend of Mothra Leo, Rainbow Mothra, Aqua Mothra, Eternal Mothra type of thing from the Mothra trilogy. And he showed off a new kaiju, which is a kaiju based off an ant. And he said antler or antla or like that. And it made it sound like we're going to be getting several new original kaiju in this miniseries. So looks like that ant kaiju is going to be one of many. So some little fun information, little tidbits to throw out there.
That is cool. You just never know, like, if this does good, you never know. Maybe IDW starts grabbing up these other characters and start doing mini runs of them. We already kind of get the rivals kind of thing where we're getting different kaiju that we've never seen fight before and everything like that. But now we could get like mini series, Space Godzilla. He got his own and everything like that. That was completely new origin, everything like that. Nothing, completely new kaiju and stuff like that. So it's like it could be very interesting that if this does sell well, they might start doing these mini runs of these other kaiju, King Ghidorah or Mecha Godzilla, the bigger, more popular ones and stuff like that. It could be interesting, honestly, kind of bringing back some other kaiju that, maybe didn't get the spotlight as much and, shine some more on them and maybe show some more love and, getting maybe different backstories for some of these creatures and machines and space aliens and all that stuff, and kind of expanding the lore, to a lot of this stuff. It probably won't be, part of the Godzilla franchise, but it's, an alternate universe, I guess you could say. So could be fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that Space Godzilla shit he did was, that was pretty badass. I felt bad.
I felt he's like, there could be only one.
Adrian, what do you got? You got anything to talk about?
So it's more, I guess, of a rant, because of course you'll know that we always get all these lovely, wonderful companies that like to rank Godzilla movies that's never seen a Godzilla movie in their fucking life. So I want to thank Leslie personally for this, because he's the one that actually brought this to our attention. We did a live stream of it, and it is of the varsity list of the Godzilla movie, all the Godzilla movies ranked. So I know we all have different tastes in Godzilla movies. We're not going to sit here for 5 hours and make a list of MWA Godzilla movies, but I just want to know everybody's opinion on this list. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 35 goes to All Monsters Attack.
Okay, that's
I'm not necessarily mad about that.
That's pretty accurate.
If we're gonna go through all 5, I say we just say yes or no, and I agree.
Okay. Jordan?
Yeah, same. Yep, same.
Until we get to like the top 5.
Right, for sure. Yeah. Or unless there's like a random one where we're like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, there is.
Okay.
You'll react to it.
So I have not, for the record, I have not seen this list. So
I haven't either. Yeah. This is new to me.
I haven't seen this full list, so there's gonna be some surprises in for me too.
All right.
Godzilla vs. Megalon, number 34. I feel like that's kind of disrespectful.
It'd be the second to last, but I mean,
I get that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the placement on this one, but yeah, go. All right, I'm ready for the next one. My leg is shaking right now.
Oh, Jordan, I know you're gonna be pissed. I know you for sure gonna be pissed about one. We know that right now. Number 33, Son of Godzilla.
That's okay. These bottom 3 are okay for me.
Yeah. I think they're all guilty pleasures of ours, but like we understand it. Yeah.
Yo, I hear Michelle upstairs. She's like, what? Yeah, she loves this movie, but like she could be dying of illness in her bed and she would watch this shit. But yeah, I agree.
Oh God, number 32. 1998
Okay.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Okay.
That honestly could be lower, but I'm not mad about it.
That should have been 35. But go ahead, continue.
That part. Godzilla raids again.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know if I agree with that. I kind of like Raids Again.
Really?
I don't think it should be that low. It should be low, but not that low. I don't think.
Yeah,
Especially
exactly.
Japanese
Should be
version.
low. Should be that low.
Hold
That's
on.
about right.
No, I said I agree.
Okay.
That's about right.
All right. Number 30, Godzilla 2000.
That's come on, that's about right too.
Oh, come on.
This is
That's a little harsh.
This is
A
a
little
good
harsh.
list right now. I don't mind this list so far.
Oh, I feel like this should have been Mega Garrus.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, don't
like, you
start
can
that
swap these
shit.
two out. Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Damn it.
What the fuck? I disagree, but okay.
I disagree with it being this slow. Joe, what did you say? I'm sorry. I don't think I heard yours.
Yeah.
Heard your answer.
I don't think Godzilla 2000 should be, in the top 10, but I don't think it should be number 30.
No, yep.
Yeah, no.
And for like many of us, Godzilla 2000 was the first Godzilla film seen in theaters, so there's definitely a heavy nostalgia factor. I'll admit that, but I still think that's too low. I don't think it should be top 10 or anything like that, but 30, that seems a little
excessive.
Yeah.
All right, 29. Son of a bitch, I'm getting scared already.
No, don't.
Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
Shut up. No, I love
fucking,
Godzilla.
That's fucking horse shit. Joe, you go first. I know you got something to say about that.
Oh my god. I need to take a sip to this shit.
That's
Eric?
yeah, I don't agree with that one. I don't agree with that at all. I don't.
I'm sorry. I love Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. Like I think it's so much fun.
It is.
Yeah, I don't agree. I do not agree with this at all. I'm getting really mad right now. Oh goodness.
Oh god, number 28 is going to be Godzilla versus
Get
Mecha
the
Godzilla
fuck out of here, bro! Get the fuck out of here!
What? Come on.
Who
Yeah,
the
that's
fuck
bullshit
made
also.
this list? Who gave this man a fucking job?
I don't agree with that at all.
Yeah, I don't.
The second best Heisei film.
Second best.
I think this is I think this is one of the best Heisei Godzilla films.
So I said second best.
What do you
What's
think is
your
the first, Eric?
Violente.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is bullshit.
Oh boy.
It's fucking bullshit.
All right, number 27, Godzilla versus Gigabash.
Oh, where is Samson? Oh, there he is. This list is good. He goes. I bet you saw this one.
Yeah, he's not caught up yet. He'll catch it. I'm gonna move for second reaction.
Yep, and he goes, never mind.
No. Stick to your guns, Mr. West.
I'm sorry, this shouldn't be this low though.
I think I was talking to Adrian about this weekend, and I think we talked just a little bit about this, but like, I will stand by this. Like the story for this film sucks, and it does. You can't tell me it's good.
Yeah,
I'm not saying the kaiju action is bad. I love the kaiju action, but the human story and the plot is terrible, and it brings this movie down so much.
Yeah.
It does.
And the heavy use of stock footage doesn't make it any better neither.
Well, they were having some serious budgetary issues.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
I'm well aware of, and this movie hits. Oh my goodness, this movie hits home for me. But personally, I don't disagree with this.
Ooh.
I get why it's there, though. I get why it's there. So,
All right, next.
All right. Number 26. Ooh, Emperor
hell
the
no. Hell no. This is bullshit.
That is bullshit.
It's so tough because I understand why they've put the. I think we all have to realize that like this is probably not made by a diehard fan like all of us are. Even like Space Godzilla, I can understand why they put all these in this order so far. Because if you're just like an outsider or like somebody who's just a casual fan, these are probably the shittiest ones so far. But all of us probably grew up on certain ones of these and watched them so much that it's like, wait a minute, no, like, yeah, Ibra fucking sucks, but I love it so much, you know, like, so I get it. It's tough. It's tough.
Where the fuck is Megaguirus?
I know, right? That should have been way down there.
Where's Mothra versus Godzilla?
Okay, wait. Adrian,
number 30, 31.
Adrian, keep it pushing.
I agree.
Number 25, Godzilla Tokyo SOS.
Whoa.
I agree. I'm not a big fan of this one.
I'm surprised.
You hate the millennial era, though, so
I like X. Well, that's true.
Well, I'm surprised just because I feel like X Mechagodzilla and SOS get a lot of praise, so I'm a little surprised by that.
Yeah, they do.
Though, because this is literally the exact same film as X Mechagodzilla, they just added in Mothra.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
So I a little overrated.
And 24 is going to be Godzilla 2014.
I give it that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't argue that too much either, honestly.
The lack of cutaways hurt that film majorly.
Absolutely.
And the darkness just it didn't help it either. You couldn't see anything.
Yes.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Literally.
All right, since Oscar's not throwing a fit, we'll move on. Oh wait. Oh, he's fine with that.
He's fine with that.
Okay. All right, 23 is Godzilla and Mothra Battle for the Earth.
There it is.
I'm not gonna argue that at all. Oh, y'all.
Yeah, I get it. I actually think it should be higher, meaning like close.
Yeah,
closer to 35.
Closer to 35, Eric says. I'm like, oh, give it to closer to 30. Eric's like, no, fuck that. It should be 35. I'd watch 98 over that.
It is the worst Heisei film, so to be fair.
I mean, it is. I love Batra, I really do, but just can't do enough for it.
Yeah.
No, not enough. Godzilla versus King Ghidorah 22. That's fucking horseshit. That's fucking horseshit.
You know, it's the time travel storyline that that I think a lot of people have a hard time getting over that.
They do.
Yeah.
Including Samson.
I think so too. They can't wrap their heads around it.
Yeah. Which is a shame because I'm a big fan of Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah.
Same.
Suits. So
Hold on, you look like you're deep in thought.
No. I mean, I agree with this placement. Maybe it is the time traveling bullshit, but I mean, I just can't get into versus King Ghidorah for some reason.
I get it.
But I mean, I feel like this is as opposed to all the other fucking Heisei movies that we've already received in this list. As I think it's a good placement.
Yeah.
Your boo don't think so.
Sorry. All right.
21. There, Godzilla versus Megaguirus.
I mean, well,
Way
granted. Yes, it should have been way lower. There's no way.
Lower.
I would sit and watch Godzilla versus King Ghidorah any day throughout the fucking year before I pop in on fucking Megaguirus.
King Ghidorah, Space Godzilla, Ebra,
I don't see why y'all hate
2014, all of that shit. I'd watch more than this thing.
I definitely don't understand the hate for this film. I think Megaguirus as a kaiju is so
and
amazing.
you know what? So Megaguirus, and what they brought with the Megaguirus character, I personally loved. I love that the Mega Nula or the Mega Nulon were going out fucking murking people randomly all across Japan. I thought that was a pretty dark tone they brought into the Godzilla franchise, and I loved it. But just everything else outside of it was just, it was nah. Again,
but the black hole gun.
And then what happened?
Awesome.
Dude,
yeah, and then what happened?
Don't even get me started on that. We could go on a rant on that thing too.
Oh my god. We'll wait till we talk about this film. How about that? Coming up next is going to be Godzilla against Mechagodzilla. That's the wrong Godzilla, but okay.
I was just gonna say that's the wrong Godzilla.
Yeah, God fucking yo.
If you're gonna put this together, at least do it right.
Thank you. Jesus.
Insulting our intelligence, these motherfuckers, I swear to God.
Varsity ain't shit. But what do y'all think of this rating for Godzilla against Mechagodzilla? Top 20? Is that fair or should it be lower?
It's all right.
Yeah, I like that there.
Lower, we mean it should be closer to number 1?
No, lower as like
in 35.
I think it should be closer to number 1. But top 5 or top 10.
Yes.
I mean it as in just I don't know if it should be this low.
Okay. Number 19, Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Okay.
One of my favorite MonsterVerse films, but
same.
You know, the lighting again, the rain and the storm and the dark shots really hinder it. So
yeah. I get why they did this. I get it.
I don't think that King of the Monsters should be higher than like Space Godzilla or against Mechagodzilla, things like that, or Godzilla 2000.
Yeah.
Number 18, Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
Yeah.
I think it's too high.
Yes.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun, but I don't think. And no, Leslie, I didn't say Godzilla X Mechagodzilla should be in the top 10. I'm just saying it should be a little bit higher than what it is.
Yeah,
I definitely put King of the Monsters over Godzilla X Kong. That's a no-brainer. This should probably be lower. Not a lot lower, but it should be lower.
Yeah.
All right. And for number 17, King Kong versus Godzilla.
I honestly think that should be in the 20s somewhere.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, it's not very good.
It's fine for what's left. For what's left, it's fine.
Yeah.
Number 16, Destroy All Monsters. That should be way fucking lower.
Oh, get out of here with that hate.
Listen, I like Destroy All Monsters. It's just not a lot of kaiju-ness until the very, very end.
It's like a clickbait type shit.
that part.
But I depending on what's 15, I would say this should have been 15, but I'm get this fucking comment out here. Okay, thank you. I love you, Leslie. I'm sorry. All right, what's 15?
As for number 15, GMK.
No. Okay, this is where the list is really gonna start losing me. That should be top 5 easy.
Wow.
Five easy.
I'm not gonna lie. This is where I walked in on Leslie. This shit pissed me off
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's. I don't want to watch no more.
This is the first one where I'm like, hard no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, absolutely not.
I thought this would at least be top 10.
Yes. Now get the fuck out of here, bro. Who the fuck? Yo, do we know who the fuck made this list?
Variety.
No. But there's
Variety.
a specific individual that wrote down this whole bullshit.
I think we can find them. I bet she did, Leslie. I bet she did. I think this one's gonna piss some people off too. Number 14, Invasion of the Astro Monster.
What?
Wow.
Well, yeah, considering what's left, yeah, I think that's wrong.
Wow.
Get the fuck out of here.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah, I don't agree with this shit either.
Interesting.
I think 13 might
Where's
piss you off too. I'm looking at it
Mothra
now.
versus Godzilla?
I think it's about to pull up right now.
Number 13,
hell,
Final Wars.
Yo, get
out of here, bro.
Get this shit way down to the bottom.
Listen, I do not mind Final Wars. I love Final Wars, but there's no way this shit's topping over fucking GMK, bro. There's no way this shit's even topping fucking Astro Monster. Leslie, me, you, and Sandra, we might have to pull up to the fucking headquarters to these motherfuckers and start some shit like DX. Because this is fucking insane.
For real.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I stopped watching the stream. I had to stop watching Leslie's live stream after this. I was like, this is fucking blasphemy. I'm done. Good.
No.
This shit should be in the fucking 30s. I don't care what no one says.
Yeah.
On the 30s. And number 12, Ghidorah, the three-headed monster.
Wow.
I think Ghidorah, this was my first Godzilla movie, but Astro Monster should have plummeted over this one.
I second that.
Jeez. What?
Yo, you got really quiet on this one.
Yo, no fucking way. Leslie, I think just spoiled it for us. Keep on fucking scrolling, bro. Keep on scrolling.
Let's see. Oh,
number
come
11, Godzilla versus Ghidorah.
Again, I love Godzilla versus Hedorah, but there's no way.
Trash. It's trash.
There's no way.
I'm sorry.
There's just no way. This
Everybody
is
loves
impossible.
what you want to love, but man alive, I
no, listen. I love this movie, but I'm realistic about this shit. There's no fucking way. There's no way. I can't even finish what the fuck I want to say. There's no way.
This is about where it sits in my personal ranking, so I'm actually okay with this. It's just roughly around right here, so I'm okay with this.
Oof.
All
right, top 10. Y'all ready to get pissed off now?
Oh yes.
Oh God. I hope.
Wait. Okay. Go. You can go back down. We already saw it.
It's top 10.
Godzilla.
No,
top 10.
No way.
I
no,
agree.
fuck that. I'm with Joe.
It should not be in the
top
10.
I'm okay with top 10.
It should be in the top.
I'm not.
Okay,
top
wait.
5, easily.
Oh no! Fuck! Never mind. Oh my fucking goodness!
Next.
I'm thinking of something.
I'm starting to get like hot and sweaty, so let's move
Hey.
forward.
I just got the fucking shower.
God, no,
This is
no
bullshit.
way.
This is fucking
No
bullshit.
way. No way.
This is fucking bullshit. This pisses me the fuck off.
Bro, there's one I have not seen yet. And if this is on the fucking list, I'm walking out.
Wow. I'm surprised that's as high as it is.
Yeah, that's absolute fucking bullshit.
But I think this is the best MonsterVerse film, my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it's the best one.
Yeah.
I know you hate it. You hate it,
also.
Adrian. I know you do, but
we're not gonna be. We won't revisit that.
Really?
All right, what are we at?
Number
now?
8.
Oh, that's
Number 8. Yo,
that needs to be higher. Higher as in towards 1. That needs to be top
way
5.
fucking higher. That's bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Eric,
top 5.
I'll send you a bottle of water, bro. Sounding thirsty there, buddy.
Oh, I love Valente, man. It's such a good film. Good film.
Yeah, I've seen. Shit. Number 8, motherfuckers. Number 7, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
No, that should be higher too.
I'm not overly upset about this.
That should be top.
It should be higher, yes.
That should be top 5.
Joe, where would you have this?
Throw it on, Joe.
This is one of the best Showa films, so definitely I would say probably top 5.
I don't know.
So let's pause before we break into the top 5, and let's all guess what's in the 5. So show 6, and then let's guess.
Okay. Number 6, Terror Mechagodzilla.
Damn it! This bullshit. Bullshit.
Fucking higher too.
I don't think Terror should be above verse Mechagodzilla. I just like the story more of verse Mechagodzilla.
I feel like we've had more time screen for kaiju action in versus Mechagodzilla than Terror of Mechagodzilla too.
But the story's better in Terror versus.
No. I do love the story in Terror of Mechagodzilla. This is my first Mechagodzilla movie.
Should at least top 5. Should at least top 5.
All right, let's guess who we think the number 1 is going to be.
Ooh, number 1.
It has
so
to
what
be.
have the question is? What haven't we seen yet?
Just guess who you think number 1 is. Me personally, I think it'll be Gojira.
Yeah, same.
Adrian, Jordan.
Yeah, Gojira.
I think -1.
I think it's gonna be. I totally understand Gojira, but I think they're gonna put Destroyer.
Okay. Watch that be number 5. There's, like I said, there's one fucking movie I've not seen on this list, and if this is on the list, I just want to see the top 5.
Hey, let's go then. Number 5, Shin Godzilla.
Wow.
It's good.
I understand it, but I wouldn't put it 5.
It's different and everything, but it's not 5.
Yeah.
Maybe for me, top 10. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe top 15, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I like that one.
Maybe.
All right, let's see.
4, Mothra versus Godzilla.
I like that.
I'm sorry.
Not overly upset about this either. I know
I've
Eric
already
fucking
said my
hates
opinion
Joe.
about this, and I made people think when we were talking about this film because you know how I think about this film. It's okay, but it's
Who are those people thinking, Eric?
Huh?
Who are those people that made you that you got convinced to think about this?
Who are they?
Yeah. You said you got people thinking twice about their opinion.
Especially, I know Samson for sure. He was like, "Oh,
Oh,
I never thought of it
Samson! This motherfucker is only stuck to one fucking era. Shit about fucking Destroyer doesn't even want to touch the Millennium era.
You can't. What is appealing about this movie where Godzilla's just literally wandering around?
It's a good movie.
Yeah, Mothra is.
It is a good movie.
He is literally wandering around with no rhyme, no reason, no nothing.
You're just chilling.
Yeah.
There's no better Godzilla than chilling Godzilla.
Oh God.
All right, you ready for top 3?
That's baloney.
Top 3, let's do it.
Well, it's the 3 that we talked about.
There's Destroyer. You see?
Oh, okay. All right.
All right.
I see why. I think the emotional connection with it and everything like that really kind of gets it.
For sure. Listen.
Honestly, I think this is too high.
I love -1, but it better not be number 1. It's the newness factor that's making it.
No. I agree.
Yeah.
It's the hype of that people are talking about now.
Yes.
But...
It is not number 2 either, by the way. I don't think.
I agree, though. I agree, Adrian. This is too high.
Wait, yeah, it is. I love the movie, but this almost falls in the overrated category. Almost.
Destroyer?
What's number 2? Yes.
You're snorting crack, bro.
We have the show next year. We'll talk about it next year, Jordan.
Okay, we'll talk about it next year.
Okay.
Godzilla -1.
Okay.
Which means
that's a
54
is number 1. That's
yes.
Even to me, the best Godzilla movie in the world is the original Godzilla movie 54. To me, that's bias, or that's just bullshit, in my opinion.
It's such a conundrum, though.
So, all right. So, with that argument, because it's the original, does it make it the best Godzilla movie?
No, that's the conundrum.
Yeah, because even for me now, I put Godzilla by itself. I'm in range with the rest of my movies. It's just the original, so I can't really find a place to put it anywhere. It's just by itself. Can't compare it to nothing else, really.
Oscar, I don't even want to know your fucking film ranking, bro.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It makes sense. I understand it. I mean, it's the first, it's the origin. I mean, I get all that. Just to me, it's just not my number 1. It's the rewatching factor where I don't watch it or rewatch it a lot. So, but I get it. I get it. I understand it. I respect it.
And also, I've been procrastinating on showing Serena this movie. I don't know how she's going to take it.
Really? Damn.
Really?
Well, I gotta say that was actually a fun little exercise to do. So good job, Adrian. I'm bringing that up. That was a fun little social experiment, if you will.
That was interesting for sure.
Again, thank Leslie because he did on his live stream first. I was like, you know what? Fuck, we're gonna talk about this. I want to see what everyone's reaction.
Right on. Way to go, Leslie. You did something right for once.
Thank you, Leslie.
Love you.
I have a few other quick things I could go through, unless somebody else has something a little bit longer.
That was fun. No, go ahead.
No,
man.
okay. So quickly, I just want to give a quick shout out to Alan Henry, a friend of ours. It is his birthday today. The man and Scar King. Alan, if you're watching this, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
It was just a freaking blast. You deserve it, man. You're a great dude. And we love you. So yeah. What'd you all get from on G-Day?
Nothing.
You didn't get nothing, Adrian? Jordan?
Wait, I'm lying. I think I got the Dancing Godzilla.
Okay.
Oh.
Copycat.
Copycat, he does.
Same for you, Jordan. Eric, are you gonna reveal what you got? Or gonna save it for a box day?
Box day. I ain't telling him nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
Same. I did pick up some things, but I will also save it for a box day.
Same.
Tune into the box days, baby.
Yeah, right. Yeah. All right. I got one last thing. Anybody else got anything they want to say before?
I got one more. If it's not what you have,
it's what I said before. Oh, sorry. Were you talking to me, Eric? There's a delay on my end again. Sorry.
Oh yeah. I was talking to you.
The last thing I have is what I talked about in the back room with you guys.
Oh, okay. I don't think this is it then. Do this real quick. Loading. Processing. Do you see it down below, Joe?
Ooh.
That was mine. Yeah.
Okay. So you talk about it. I'll show it.
Okay. So we are getting Utsuno finally, which is super freaking ironic because we had just talked about this in what was it, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, something like that. In our Orochi the Eight-Headed Dragon, and I had brought up that Utsuno was actually supposed to be a part of the SH Monster Arts line, and there was actually a prototype shown off at, I believe, at like a Comic-Con or something. And then this was shown off. But do we actually have details on it, Eric? I don't have deets on it.
I just know what line it's going to be released. Obviously, we have the size that it's going to be in, but it hasn't gone up for pre-order yet. Still waiting.
And it's Toho Maniacs, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is a little bigger than the other ones that we just recently got, isn't it? So makes you kind of wonder. Maybe they'll be doing the whole line, which it honestly wouldn't surprise me. Please. Because Toho Maniacs kind of seems like they're doing some obscure type shit. Like they did the Mysterians, they did the Planet X Control. Golly, what else? They did Godzilla Tower. So now with this, yep. So now with this, it's kind of like, oh man. Orochi himself, the lava demon, the water demon, that would be super cool. And 17 centimeters is such a weird number to me that it makes it seem like, okay, we'll make him 17 and then we can make Orochi 25 centimeters and then they'll fit together.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty excited. It's pretty cool.
I just love that, like you said, like we literally just celebrated the anniversary. It's the 30th anniversary for Orochi the Eight-Headed Dragon, excuse me. Not a lot of love for this movie. Not a lot of people talk about it. Not a lot of people know about it, honestly. We did, our monthly show talking about it, or at least you guys did. Unfortunately, missed it. And then we had a watch party on our Twitch channel about it the day before and everything. So like, I don't know, like we kind of willed this into existence, honestly, because we were talking up all of these characters, this movie in general. We were celebrating it. Then all of a sudden this week we get this announcement. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. They are hopefully listening, and hopefully we're getting more of this stuff because obviously you guys talked about, wanting these kind of toys, the really accurate, screen accurate kind of figures. Now, I will say I am disappointed. Obviously, I am a size queen. Leslie knows this. He is one himself. He can deny it all he wants, but it's a lie. But I would have liked this in the 30 centimeter line. I want the bigger scaled and stuff like that. But I understand what they're doing. because if they do a Orochi, he's obviously going to be way bigger than the sun god and everything. So I understand what they're doing and why they're doing it. And I will be getting them. I will be getting all of them. I hope they make the whole line, because all we've ever gotten of Orochi figures is the Bandai's. And unfortunately, I don't even have them all. I only have Orochi and a broken sun god and everything. So I don't even have a good one. And I don't have the other ones also. So this is a blessing, honestly. This is awesome. This is one of my top non-Godzilla Toho films. And it's just a lot of fun. It's pure Heisei to the max and everything. It's just it's such a good watch. And if you haven't seen it, try to find it, check it out. It's good stuff. So
Exactly.
It's funny. I literally just bought this movie and it came in the mail last week.
Yeah, that's right.
So when I saw this, and obviously, we were talking about it beforehand, talking about the irony. We were just covering this movie, and then, Eric, you just mentioned, hopefully, they're listening. Specifically, we want them to listen to us. All right. We know what the fuck we're talking about. But yeah, this is, oh my goodness. I don't even know what to say. It's just, I'm happy as fuck.
Yep. I think we're all pretty happy on it. It's a forgotten gem. I won't go too much into it because Eric hit the nail perfectly on the head. But I'm excited. And honestly, anything that will continue to give us some of these more obscure characters, in any line that's above a Gashapon size, I'm there for it. It gives me hope that maybe we'll see Eternal Mothra, and we'll see another Death Ghidorah, another Dagarla or Grand King Ghidorah, and so this is all just really great. It's all super exciting. We kind of the show that it's a great time to be a Godzilla fan or a Toku fan in general. So
absolutely.
All right, I have one last question for everybody, unless there's anything else. I'll step on anybody's toes.
I got one quick little thing.
Sure, yeah, please.
Just real quick. I'll take this down. And I just kind of wanted to... It's not like a huge discussion point, but I kind of wanted to throw it out there because obviously we've gotten a plethora of kaiju goodness and media and stuff like that. A lot of us here are gamers and everything like that. We're always asking for a new Godzilla game or, a re-release of like Save the Earth or Unleashed or the Pipeworks Godzilla games and stuff like that. We want that to be released in the new consoles and stuff like that. As a couple years ago, there was a game released called Gigabash that kind of made their own kaiju and stuff like that, and it's a beat 'em up brawler, multiplayer kind of thing. And then what was it? They've released a couple DLC packs where they have Ultramans, they have Godzillas and all that stuff, which is really great. It's great to see that they're coming into other IPs and everything like that, and they're using the Godzilla name and stuff. Well, again, with Gigabash, they are also doing another DLC where they are bringing Ultraman Rising into Gigabash, and that'll be happening November 19th at 7:30 p.m., where it'll be their new drop for their DLC for Gigabash. So if you're big Gigabash fans, kaiju beat 'em ups, another DLC is on its way for Ultraman Rising. I'm assuming it's going to be Ultraman and Gigantron and Mecha Gigantron and maybe who knows, maybe some of the other kaiju that were in it that were super brief and stuff like that. So I just kind of want to throw it out there because some of us are big gamers and it's just kind of fun.
I also forgot about this drop. Forgot about it. That is pretty cool.
Yeah. Right on. Well, thanks for sharing that, Eric. That's very cool. All right, so I just have one last question before we head home here. We touched on this a little bit. It had to be brief because we had so much to talk about on Godzilla Day, but just kind of wanted your guys' opinions or fleshed out a little bit more, if you will, on the new Godzilla film announcement with Toho. You know, we're gonna have another Godzilla film from Toho. We have Takashi Yamazaki coming back to direct it. What are your feelings on that? I want to know, you know, do you guys want a sequel? Do you want another standalone? You want a sequel to -1? You want it to be a sequel to the Heisei? What are your thoughts? Give me it. Let's go with Jordan. That's great.
No, I weapon.
Nothing. I'm just kidding.
Always busting my fucking balls. Jeez. No, but I would love for there to be a sequel to -1, and obviously a versus. I feel like that's been a topic brought up to Yamazaki-san for quite some time, and he's always giving out answers to it. He's so open about it, and I mean, for us as the fans, I feel like a lot of us have also hoped for that as well, especially, you know, for Toho's sake, because we haven't had a versus movie from them specifically towards Godzilla in what, Final Wars. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. If it's another standalone movie, personally, I don't see how that would succeed again. But I mean, at the same time, this guy has already proven to us what he can do and what he can offer to the table. And so, listen, bring us all the fucking gold, god damn it. If this man can make another Godzilla movie and bring the Oscars back to Japan for this Godzilla movie, I'm all for it. I'm on the bandwagon with that. But yeah, I'm hoping that it's a sequel to -1 and that it's going to be Godzilla going up against somebody else.
Adrian.
So of course, I'm super excited, especially with Yamazaki being able to come back as a director for the movie. But I'm not gonna be mad if it's a solo film or if it's a versus film. I'm honestly open to either one. I'm trying to keep my expectations low because -1 was such a great movie. It's going to be so hard to top it. And Lord knows, I don't know how he would even top it, to be honest. But like I always say, more Godzilla is the best Godzilla. So I'm just happy that we'll get another Godzilla film by that amazing overall.
Yeah. Right on. Easy.
Oh man. Obviously, I don't really care, honestly. As long as we're getting another Godzilla movie made by him, I think it ain't really gonna matter because he has this vision that is taking Godzilla in a different perspective, in a very gritty way, and I don't think he'll be able to top -1. It's that, you know, lightning in a bottle where you caught it and it was at the right time. And, you know, some say that the MonsterVerse helped with it and got the popularity of Godzilla kind of up there with Hollywood and everything like that, and kind of helped push -1 where it needed to go and stuff like that. I say the only way they win another Oscar is in the special effects category. I don't. It's harder for them to really win one of the other ones, but at the same time, who thought that we would have won the special effects category also with the budget that they had? So I would love for him to prove me wrong, and to, you know, maybe we get a best supporting actress or best supporting actor or best director, you know, where it's a possibility. If he repeats what he just did with -1, he can definitely be in that topic of best director. I've said it before. His other stuff that he has done in the past is just as good. He has this type of style that he directs with that you can kind of tell that it's a Yamazaki film. But what my heart says is that I want a versus. I really do. I want to see kaiju on kaiju action. That's how I grew up. That's what I want to see. I want that, I don't want it like out of this world kind of, otherworldly kind of thing. Let's keep it grounded. Let's keep it kind of more of the, something that came out of maybe the atomic bomb that he came from and stuff like that. We've talked about this before about, his wounds when he was a dinosaur or Oto Island Saurus or whatever you want to call that thing where he had wounds and stuff like that. Who knows? How did he get those? Was there something else? So I do want that, but at the same time, I don't really care as long as he's directing it. I trust and believe in what he's going to give us is going to be phenomenal, and we're going to love it because he's already done it, especially for a solo film. Shin Godzilla was fine. It was a different take on it. It was fine. It's not the greatest. It's not the most action-packed, but it's a different take on the character. -1 was also a different take where it was very character driven and heavy, where they kind of got you invested in it and stuff like that, and kind of threw Godzilla in there also, but made him larger than life and showed the dread kind of thing. So yeah, I don't really care if he's directing it. I'm here for it, honestly. But I mean, who doesn't want some kaiju action? I mean, come on now. So
yeah, exactly.
Right on. Yeah, I agree with everything you guys have said pretty much. So I won't be. I first this film over another standalone. If we had another standalone, that would be 3 in a row, and I would like to see a continuation of the story. And I, like Eric said, there's a plethora of kaiju that they can use that have extremely easy origin stories. You don't need to have a 3-headed space dragon come down. You can have, Rodan's a pterosaur, Anguirus ankylosaur, Gorosaurus is an allosaur. Like you have Ibera, Manda, Varan, Baragon. There's a plethora of kaiju out there, whole verse or ones that you can create on your own, quite frankly, that could fit very easily into that more realistic, grounded version of -1. So to go the fantastical, super sci-fi, mythical route, you could go the grounded, kind of old school 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s sci-fi films where everything's just here because of nuclear radiation or whatever. And that's just kind of it. And it's like, okay, moving on, So yeah, but very, very much excited for it. I definitely agree. Whether it's a standalone or a verse, I'm here for it. I'll be the first one in line to see it, type of thing. But I would prefer a versus. So, all right. Well, that's pretty much all the topics I had, guys. Anybody get anything? Get anything out that you want to talk about? No.
I guess there's one more thing we can talk about.
Yes.
Seconds. Okay, yeah, I got it.
2
I guess I'll show my screen again. I guess it's the tease demand. So of course,
oh God, I know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, might as well. So of course, what we know, what kind of got the MonsterVerse kickstarted was kind of the what we got from Pacific Rim the year prior to 2014 coming out. So, of course, we have some new Pacific Rim figures coming out. I'm not exactly familiar with what the line is, but we haven't gotten anything Pacific Rim for a while, and honestly, these are pretty cool, actually. I don't know. So, and these are all articulated figures. I don't really collect too many articulated figures anymore. But for anyone who does, these are pretty awesome.
Specifically, one person in the chat.
Yes, for sure.
Specifically,
and I used to collect articulated, obviously. And then I actually did collect the first run of the Pacific Rim figures, and just kind of fell out of love with it and everything. But it's great that they're still making this stuff and people are still buying it. Honestly, I know Todd McFarlane and McFarlane Toys recently just made new figures of Pacific Rim Jaegers and Kaiju and stuff like that, where they actually included a comic book with it and stuff like that. I think it has its own little thing. I don't know if it's like the same book in each figure, or if it's like you got to collect all of them to kind of get the run of the comic. I'm not really sure. But it is nice to kind of see that the people are still kind of like, yeah, let's make this stuff and everything. I'm assuming it's very big in Japan because they're big into mechs and everything like that, giant robots and obviously kaiju, and stuff. But it's just good to see that an American film is still holding its own, along with all these other kaiju films and stuff like that, where it's, people still love it and everything. And, it did kickstart, the kaiju kind of era over here, I think. And, some people forget about it.
I agree with you, Eric. I think that Pacific Rim did kind of kickstart the kaiju boom here in the States, even though it was almost completely killed and destroyed by Stephen DeKnight's sequel that absolutely fucking sucked. And that guy should never direct or write anything else ever again. Him that, and he blocked me on Twitter. So fuck you, Stephen. You ruined an amazing franchise. You suck. Even though I actually absolutely love the TV show Spartacus that he did, but
I love Spartacus.
Spartacus is so good.
It's so good.
Actually, Manu Bennett, the guy who plays Crixus in Spartacus, he's in the town 30 minutes from me at a convention this weekend.
Oh, nice!
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. I loved him in the show.
Yeah, but that's awesome to see Pacific Rim still getting love. At least the first one, because the first one's actually good. But my only complaint is that it's the same stuff, the same articulated that we got with Neko. Like, where's Slattern? Like, can we have a Slattern yet, please? Like,
right? Yeah, not the same ones, Orochi and Knifehead and Leatherback.
Right. Right. Yeah. So that is my only complaint, though. So. All right. Anything else, gents?
Nope.
Thank you for watching, fellow Monsters with Attitude. As always, you can find us on all of our social medias, specifically Facebook, Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Twitch. What? Oh, yeah. Go ahead and scan this QR code. You can follow us on all of our socials and find out where our next episodes drop. As I stated earlier, we are going to be trying to do this once a week on Sundays. The time may vary a little bit just depending on our schedules and whatnot, but look for us every week on Sunday. And as always, we do giveaways, and our next giveaway will be once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So we're about 300 away from that. So if you are watching and you want free stuff, and what I mean by free stuff, we buy it and ship it to you 100% free. You do not owe us a single penny. All you have to do is tune in and we will send it to you. So the next milestone we are trying to get is 1,000 subscribers. Our next monster, Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, that'll take place in December, if I'm not mistaken, boys, right?
Yep.
December 17th, is it?
I'm double checking now.
Okay. If you guys are interested to talk about all things Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, personally, one of my favorite Heisei films is Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla, so it should be a really fun show there. Giveaway at 1,000 subscribers. Check us out on all of our social medias. And was it just the 17th, Adrian?
It's the I have it as the 21st, but open to change.
Yeah, no, 21st sounds good. Yeah, so all right, guys, thank you so much for listening, for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And as always,
Embrace the attitude.
Embrace